your favorite host. Welcome to the Life and Healing Podcast. After decades of dealing with life and all of its mess, I decided to produce a podcast helping others become the best version of themselves and finding your ability in your disabilities by sharing many different testimonials, tips, and much more. In other words, sharing the message from within the mess. Can you help me share your message within your mess as well to others? There are many ways that you can do that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the cleanup. Let's get it done. No excuses. Hey, this is your girl, your favorite host, Kristen All Love, Pastor C. You know, different names for everybody. But anyways, I wanted to share what my doctor had sent me for the pre-op surgery. My surgery should be on the 13th of July, tentatively. We're just going to pray to God that it happens that day. And that the insurance chooses to do their thing on time. It's already been approved, it's just they needed to approve for my doctor to be transferred into a new surgeon. Anyway, so I apologize for the background noise. If you hear any, I somehow lost my microphone and I'm stuck with my earbuds, but I'm grateful that I'll be able to have those. So I'm here in the heated elements, so you don't hear the fan. But I got an email, and I know it's been a long journey for different things, and people are so confused on what to eat, what you need to do for the protein and the carbs, what is good and what is bad, and all kinds of stuff, the vitamins. So I'm gonna just break it all down into different podcasts. Apologize for my cat. She's just finally alive. But yes, because I know it was confusing for me too. But they this is my pre-surgery. Since I'm a low weight, instead of like 600 pounds, I'm only 229, and so like I don't have to do the pre-op diet. The liver shrinking diet for so long. Today was my first day. Oh, let me tell you, I am a food addict, okay? Even though I'm doing this for medical reasons, food addiction is really real. So me going down to all these, even though I kind of eat this stuff anyway, but I wanted some chocolate, just a little bit, just that taste. Or, and I'm not a big sweets fan, but it's just, like, I had to find something in my house. My whole house has changed out. I cleaned out my fridge, okay, something to do. Clean out your fridge, get rid of that relationship, sever the ties of your relationship with food, okay? It's like having a divorce, I'm just saying. And, so I got my Crystal Light drink right here in my hand. Sipping on that, sorry, and but the journey is real, man. It's so real. I can't wait for the surgery, but it is something that I'm sitting here just like, oh my gosh, like the preparations. Like, they say don't buy food before surgery, okay? Because it's like having a newborn baby when you're pregnant. You prepare certain things, but you don't know what your baby's gonna go through. They might be allergic to something, or they might not like something, and stuff like that. So like your body system, that they told me, will be the same way. So whatever you like now, let's pray to God that you'll like it later, or you might not like it. Everything, the taste buds, everything changes. So the best thing to buy right now is unflavored protein, powder. I got Isopure, but it's like a, it has 20 grams of protein, and it's, it's like a, what do you call those? Those juices, like Crystal Light or something. You can put it in water, and so at least you get at least water intake. With 20 grams of protein, add your creatine to it, add all that collagen, whatever it is that you need to add to it. That's my safe thing, so my stomach doesn't go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I have a whole bunch of protein shakes, ready to go. I think I'm just going to save those for you, because a lot of people that I've seen, that they just couldn't tolerate the protein shakes, so the milk products doesn't work right. But I did find this flax seed milk, and it has 8 grams of protein, and it's non-dairy. It tastes great. Like, it's not, those boxed milk containers where you don't have to put it in the fridge right away. You could just stick it on the shelf and and do that. So I've been doing that, and at least I get my milk protein, and I could put my protein powder in that. So that's added protein powder. Like, if you're going to do the milk, well, the flaxseed milk, that's 8 grams, maybe add some peanut butter, powdered peanut butter, that's another 6 grams, and then your protein powder, depending on your protein powder, like I have a whole bunch of different ones, Slim Fast, and that protein, there's one that has like 30 grams of protein. So you add all that together and you get your little milk. I just put a cup of milk, and then that's that. And then they say V8 juice. I do the low sodium V8 juice. It's great, so 1 or 2 a day. Let's see, I have right here in front of me, it says what to eat on a high protein low carb diet. This is what is considered a healthy high protein diet. High protein, low carbohydrate diets are all the rage at the moment, with literally hundreds of different diets promoting this concept. However, there is a huge amount of variation in the amounts of protein, carbs, and other foods included from diet to diet, with some recommending high protein meal replacements, others excluding all forms of carbs, including fruit, and some that recommend certain combinations of carbs and protein. Oh, that reminds me, I got cottage cheese too, so, and tuna. I'm not a big fan of tuna, but I don't like it in water. I like that oil tuna. Anyways, with such variation between diets, it is understandably confusing as to what we should really be eating on a healthy high protein diet. Now, this is from my surgeon. High protein diet works because, that's the title. High protein diets have been shown to increase satiety and result in the consumption of less calories and followers, which in turn leads to weight loss. Woohoo! Yay! Initial weight loss on a low-carb diet may be due to water loss, which can be caused by high protein intake. In many people, weight loss may also be seen simply due to a reduction in calories when carbohydrates are eliminated from the diet. So what they told me was carbs got to be under 10 on the thing. Protein, pretty high. Fats, under 5. 5 and under is what you want to go for on the list when you're looking at the foods. Often people do not replace carbohydrate parts of a meal, but simply skip them, which of course results in a lower calorie intake. This can be a substantial reduction, as high-carb foods such as pasta, potatoes, and rice are often eaten in large portion sizes. Okay, I'm not a big rice fan, alright? I barely eat pasta and potatoes, and like, I like them, but it's not something I do often. Believe it or not, and you would think I would be skinnier than this, but my body just decides not to. So how much protein do we need? Most people have no problem achieving sufficient protein in their diet. The recommended dietary allowance for men is 56 grams per day and 46 grams for women. Values that the majority of Americans already exceed. Yeah, that's it like puts you more like starving, man. I tried this. This they told me to do 40. I said, "What?" That's literally oof, I'll have to tell you all about that. For weight loss benefit, however, it is thought that around 120 grams of protein should be eaten daily. For best results, consult with a health professional as to your individual needs and how protein fits in your daily energy requirements. Low carb doesn't mean no carbs. Remember, low carbs does not mean no carbs. I'm going to check into forbidden rice. It's black forbidden rice, and you can find it on Amazon. I found it on Amazon, and I found this because in Alaska they have a vegan place called Jack Sprat. If you ever get up here, it's so good. But the black rice I found, and it has protein in it, and it's the healthiest rice, and it's from Asia, so I believe it's from China. But the emperor, that's why it was forbidden. The emperor was the one that was able to eat all that stuff while everybody else had to eat the white stuff. So anyways, I started getting that. So I'm going to check into that, and I'll let you guys know what my doctor says about the rice. That's the only rice I'll eat. So let's go back to low carb doesn't mean no carb. There are many diets that totally eliminate carbohydrates in all their forms, and others that suggest a reduction to dangerously low levels. It is important to remember that carbohydrates do have a function in our body and are essential in a healthy diet. Carbohydrates are necessary for energy in the body, particularly for those doing a lot of exercise. So what they told me, it was like a keto. Right now it's a pre-op diet, so liver shrinking, so it's a keto diet. High protein, low carb, keto, if that makes any sense. So let's see, carbohydrates are necessary obviously for exercise. A carbohydrate dense fruit such as a banana can give you the fuel you need to increase the intensity of your workout, hence burning more calories. Carbs, particularly whole grain varieties, also provide valuable nutrients such as B vitamins. So those who reduce carbs intake, for those who reduce carb intake to very low levels are at risk of deficiencies. So yes, please consult your doctor, but this is from my doctor, my surgeon. So if anything, if you need this, please inbox me at info@kristinallove.com, info@CHRISTINALLOVE.com, and I will be glad to send you this copy of what my doctor has said for your books when you're about to go into your surgery, and you can check it out with your doctor, okay? Reducing your portion sizes. Carbohydrate foods are often overeaten, and most people would benefit by reducing portion sizes. A high protein, low carb diet can be a healthy option if you are still eating enough carbs to obtain the nutrients you need and fuel your body. When choosing your low carb diet, it is best to consult with a dietitian to determine what your energy requirements are and what level it is to safe to reduce carbohydrate intake too. See, now I have a problem with carbs would put me to sleep. All right, just so if anybody has the same issues, it's like going into a coma for me. So sugars and carbs, it's like I had to cut. I mean, if I even eat like half a potato, I'm out. So that's why I'm on Boost one, that helps. So but yeah, so I have chronic fatigue syndrome as well. Like, so all that stuff, it like boils in there. Fibromyalgia, all kinds of stuff. I was like, oh. So like, what I had to learn in this whole situation, not just for this particular surgery, but while I was going through my other surgeries, my spinal surgery, I had pelvic issues, I have a whole bunch of different stuff, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, spinal stenosis, like it was just, it's crazy. So my body, even though somebody said, oh yeah, the apple is healthy for your body, it totally wasn't healthy for my body. So we have to learn what our issues are. Let's see if I could put this in the right way. Eat according to your diagnosis. Find out like what your food does. You know, if your body is being inflamed, find out what is anti-inflammatory and start eating that. Okay? Stay away from stuff that's going to cause you issues. Even though it seems healthy, you can't just be all across the board, oh yeah, healthy, 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 you know, everybody can eat this. Nah, man. No, sir. No, ma'am. No. So keep it real to your physical health. What is going on in your particular body? Learn about yourself, consult your doctor, and just go through it together, you know, and start figuring out foods that heal and foods that don't, you know, and harm. Okay, so I will put up just regular stuff, you know, what different foods do, so you can understand and you can quickly go into what they do, because I have that written down too. So just to let you know, I always will tell you, consult your doctor, consult God. Me and God, we've been working this out. Something I'm going to let y'all know, coconut oil. I was using coconut oil for a while. My dermatologist said it is not good for your skin. So be careful if y'all are using coconut oil. And I know the Samoans and all that stuff use it, but it cakes onto your skin, so make sure that you're good to go on that, even though it does do some healing properties and stuff like that. So just a little FYI. It's a new doctor I just got. So anyways, so yeah, it's a lot of work. This bariatric journey, worth it. But you gotta take time. There is no way you can say, well, I don't have time. Everybody's got 24 hours. It's what you gonna do in that time. Are you worth it enough to start living and being right? You know? I mean, we gotta take care of our temple and that God gave us, okay? Start taking care of it, because we're at war. You know, and there is a scripture in there. One of the sins is gluttony. We need to get out of the situation of being addicted to whatever it is in our lives. Addicted to TV, addicted to, well, TV, let's put that to television. Television is the, you know, they're telling you the vision that you're supposed to have. No. See, God will give you the vision to go forth, okay? And I know I just went off a little bit on that, but this is something that is very important. Our temple, our mind, our body, our soul, the spirit, everything has to line up. Our mental health, you know, see, not, you know, just reading off of this stuff won't do anything unless you mentally get through things. You know, this is just a little bit to add to your situation, you know, to add to your folder. My doctors and dietitians were pretty impressed that I had this done before I even thought about surgery. I mean, it was just me and God, and he just had me writing out recipes and all stuff. Like, so I was like, ugh, but everything will be shared. Let me, before, I did say, good low-fat, high-protein foods include lean red meat with visible fat removed, eggs, fish, chicken without the skin, low-fat dairies such as milk, yogurt, and cottage cheese, legumes and beans such as lentils, kidney beans, peas, and soybeans, soy products such as tofu and soy milk, nuts, for example, almonds, walnuts, cashews, and peanuts, seeds such as pumpkin, sunflower, and flax. If you want to do fruits and vegetables in order to ensure that your high protein, low carb diet is balanced and gives you all the nutrition you need, fruit and vegetables should be part of most of your meals. The majority of fruit and vegetables are low in calories and fat, making them the ideal way to fill up without adding much energy to your diet. Most vegetables are low in carbs, but if you are on a strict diet, you may wish to avoid vegetables that are higher in carbohydrates, such as potatoes, carrots, beets, B-E-E-T-S, peas, squashes, parsnips, sweet potatoes, and corn. When I started working in the dietary section in the hospital, I did not know corn and peas were carbs. I was like, wow, it threw me for a loop, man. So fruit is generally higher in sugar and therefore carbs than vegetables. The best option for a low carb diet includes lemons, limes, and berries, except cherries. Dried fruit is particularly high in sugar and should be avoided. If you're choosing to eat less carbs, it is important to make carbs you do eat as nutritious as possible. Try to choose whole grain varieties of bread, whole wheat pasta, and brown rice for maximum fiber and nutrients. Fiber intake can be a problem on a very low carb diet, so it is important to include as many high fiber foods as you can. Avoid foods that are high in refined carbohydrates and sugar, with the exception of fruit, as these generally have little nutritional value and should therefore be the first carbs you eliminate from your diet. Now this is going to be a killer for some. It took me a good year to get all this stuff out, even though I still kind of almost crave it a little bit, but I can pass by it and in the store. I might just have to Instacart, pass by that on the Instacart and have the shoppers do it for me until I'm like truly, truly ready. But cutting out cakes, candy, and white bread will not have a great effect in terms of nutrients, but a big effect in regards to carbohydrate and fat. We gotta get rid of those. The sodies. How does Amy Slayton say it? The sodies? Soda pops, anything that is like those fruit drinks. I mean, it's a killer, those sugary drinks. I mean, me personally, I can't drink them anyway. So I'm grateful that was out of this question. I had them when I was a kid, but I threw it up. It wasn't something that my body liked in the first place. So sugar, yeah. The chocolate, hot chocolate. There is a recipe for hot chocolate on a healthier level. So you could do different things, to refine whatever it is on the healthier level. So just breathe. It's gonna be okay. It's a lot of information to take in. And I know, just take that day once you get it all, that whole big old folder of everything that they give you in the beginning. Just take a day and be like, all right, I'm not even going to look at it after what they just told me. And, and we're just going to look at it later. So, this is a little longer. If you're getting, the clear liquid diet, the preoperative clear liquid diet. The following foods are allowed in a clear liquid diet when your surgeon tells you, I think it's the day before that you go in. Do not eat nothing. Don't eat anything, okay? You can ruin your inside. It totally, it's not a good idea, okay? This is for your health and their job security, okay? It can really ruin, so don't be stupid. Love you. But, A clear liquid diet does help maintain adequate hydration, and it provides some important electrolytes such as sodium and potassium, and gives some energy at a time. When a full diet isn't possible or recommended, it is very important. You don't want to go there in there dehydrated. Water, plain, carbonated, or flavored. So, like what I found out, the Crystal Light is very good. It's okay for that. So just in case you don't like water, like take some fruit or some vegetables and like cucumbers and lemon and put it in your water overnight. Let it sit in there and just sink into your water and have you some fruit, fruit drinks. Like that's the flavor. Fruit juices without pulp, such as apple or white grape. Like for me, like I don't like orange juice. I don't like, it's just sugar for me. I don't like apple juice either. I'm not a grape juice either. Fruit flavored beverages such as fruit punch or lemonade. I don't like anything red. Like it's got to be blue. But your Gatorade, what's it called? G0. And it has protein. You could do that. It has 10 grams of protein, so like you can get protein. If you can get that, like you're good to go. Gelatin, sugar free. Tea or coffee without milk or cream. Now, what I do with the coffee for the cream, I put my Boost or my what do you call it? Like my protein drinks, those liquid ones, or even a non-liquid, the powder. You just mix it up and do what you got to do instead of utilizing the creamer that they give, so you still get some protein in there. So like you could really do it up and it tastes a lot better. I don't do any sugar in there anymore. Strained tomato or vegetable juice, so the V8 is good. Sports drinks, like I said, the Gatorade Zero, that's a hot commodity. Or protein, I think it's Protein 2.0. I still have yet to find it in Walmart, but you can find it on Amazon. Everything on Amazon's great. A lot of people who have had the surgery, they've been drinking that. Honey or sugar, a little bit. Teeny tiny. My nutritionist said teeny tiny. Hard candy such as lemon drops or peppermint rounds. Okay. Turmeric, or the ice pops without milk. Ew. Who puts... okay. Anyways, sorry. Ice pops. You can make your own ice pops. Take the Gatorade. Pour it into make your own little ice pop. Pour it into the thing and there you go. Bam. Or put your little fruits in there. Blend it all up. Put it, and put it into the icicle things. Without milk, bits of fruit or seeds or nuts, but that's later. But definitely the sugar-free. Everything has to be sugar-free. Any foods not on the above list should be avoided. Also, for certain tests, such as colon exams, your doctor may ask you to avoid liquids or gelatin with red coloring. Oh, I don't like anything red really anyway, so... Although the clear liquid diet may not be very exciting, it does fulfill its purpose. It's designed to keep your stomach and intestines clear and to limit strain to your digestive system. So you understand that? While keeping your body hydrated as you prepare for or recover from a medical procedure. So before, you want a protein, okay? Protein. I've had so many surgeries, that is a biggie. And before that, your healing process will go quicker and be a little bit easier. For my spine, my neck surgery, I wasn't supposed to be walking, as well as I was. They were pretty impressed on that. Because I was dancing and walking in the hospital, of course I had to have just a little bit of help. But other than that, I was climbing mountains, man. Like a couple days later, dancing. There's a TikTok on the thing under Kristen All Love, so go follow that. I will be doing more TikToks, I guess, and I just have been preparing, so a lot of this stuff, it's going to be more and more, but let's see, they gave me another one. Your medications, if you're taking blood thinning or anti-inflammatory medications, Motrin, aspirin, Plavix, Coumadin, ibuprofen, and naproxen, it will lessen the chance of bleeding if you discontinue 7 days prior to surgery. Please discuss this with your prescribing doctor if it's okay to be off these medications temporarily. Tylenol is fine to continue up to the day before the surgery. Now, there was something maybe you could ask your doctor about. So, concerning Tylenol. For my hysterectomy, which I thought was pretty decent, while I, that little preparation area, the day of surgery, right, like while they're getting your IV in and all that stuff. So, like, instead of not giving you anything before surgery and then they'll just, you can be in like total pain, they gave me Tylenol, which was, I asked about that and they said, well, it's actually, it's cheaper to do that because you're not wanting so much medication afterwards, because you're not going to be in pain so much, because the Tylenol is still working through like while you're sleeping, that Tylenol is going through. And so it's helping with the pain levels. So maybe ask your doctor, your surgeon, about seeing if you can get a Tylenol or a nerve block. I have to have nerve blocks now. I'm getting those. Forget that I cannot be on certain medications because I have an addictive personality. Like, I was addicted to drugs and alcohol and all that stuff, and I will put it up on here, okay? But just being real, so I get nerve blocks to help with all that, and also to help with my major pain. I do have gabapentin and everything. So like this doctor, he said Norco is what he gives. Like, I think it's like it's for that while I'm in the hospital. And I told him I didn't want that. I want the nerve block. And so that way you don't feel anything, and then it gives me a couple days to relax. So anyways, talk to your doctor about the Tylenol, like with your anesthesiologist. While all that's happening, make sure you can ask that, and that way right before you go to sleep, they'll do that Tylenol, and then bam, it's a lot better. I speak from experience. So there's another list. I know this is long, but if you got a pen and a paper, some people, they start like a month prior to surgery. Me, I have 2 weeks. He was thinking about between 1 and 2 weeks, because I don't really need much for a liver shrinking, but it's pretty much the sample. So protein, approximately 80 grams of protein, and he put some samples of protein foods, which was beef, pork, fish, poultry. The size portion, 3 ounces per meal. Cheese, 1 ounce. Cottage cheese, a half a cup. Egg, or a quarter cup egg substitute, 1 each. Peanut butter, 1 tablespoon. Vegetables, non-starchy, 1 cup raw or a half a cup cooked. Fats, butter, margarine, oils, 1 teaspoon. Carbohydrates, no more than 30 grams a day. Well, he told me about 50, so, but 30, that's a little low. But anyways, we're still trying to get away from some of this. But some sample foods, bread, 1 slice of bread. Cereal, a half a cup. Pasta, a half a cup. Make sure they're all healthy. Rice, a third a cup. Peanut butter, a half a cup. Starchy vegetables, corn, peas, potatoes, squash. Oh, okay. A half a cup. Juice, a half a cup. Milk, 1 cup. Yogurt, 1 cup. So like a menu sample would be like, you could, whatever you want to do. But for breakfast, it'd be like 2 eggs, 2 slices of lean turkey bacon, and a hot tea. Lunch would be 4 ounces of baked chicken, a half a cup of steamed broccoli, 2 cups of tossed green salad, 1 tablespoon of vinegar dressing, and a hot tea. Dinner, 5 ounces of roast beef. Oh, okay, well I don't feel guilty for that. 1 cup of cooked carrots, Crystal Light. Snack, a half a cup of cottage cheese, celery sticks, and ranch dip. Ranch dip. Underlined, your surgery, you may find these serving size hints helpful. Please remember that you may or not be able to eat the suggested sizes. 3-ounce meat is like the same size of a deck of cards. 1 serving of fruit or vegetables is the size of your fist or a tennis ball. Really? I mean, what about the man? I mean, a man has big hands. Anyways, 1 serving bread or potato is the size of a cassette tape. Oh, do you remember the cassette tapes like from way back when ago in the 80s? Like, I wish they came back with those. Anyways, 1 serving pasta, rice, cereal, or bagel, size of a hockey puck. 1 serving cheese, size of your thumb, or 4 dice. Huh. Alright, well. Shoot. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. We'll go over stuff. I know this is just a little bit just talky, but yeah. Definitely gonna get labs, pre-op testing. This is what's in my papers. Ooh. Yeah. And then just gotta do surgical consent on the 11th at 2. Yeah, pretty much. We just gotta keep it real. I mean, what are your thoughts? What are your, if you already went through this, what are some things that your doctor told you? Or what is something that your doctor, like while you're going through it now, what are they telling you now? I mean, I'm interested to know because we all can learn from each other, but this is what they gave me, and I will keep you updated on this stuff. So, yeah, let's just keep it real in the bariatric world. You know, get yourself a blender. It's going to be your best friend. I learned I don't have to. Oh, best part, you barely cook. I'm just saying, barely any dishes except for your cups. Okay, so your stove can stay clean-ish. Your oven can stay clean. You don't need to do all that extra because I got an air fryer, but I use my George Foreman grill. Like, it's not that bad. You know, I'm just chilling in the house. I get my little cottage cheese and put my little chicken wings on the George Foreman. Shoot, that's all I need to eat. I'm good. So whatever it is that you're doing, let me know. Let me know. I will keep you in prayer. Please keep me in prayer. And, you know, let me know when your surgery dates are, when our birthdays, our surgery, new birthdays are. You know, like, subscribe, comment in there. You know, we're on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, all kinds of stuff. So, you know, just look it up. So I will talk to you later. So enjoy the ride. All right. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when new episodes are released. And if you like what you hear, we would love for you to leave a review. Be blessed by the best and not stressed by the less.